Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we are going through the year 2020. You know, the year where supposedly Jimin had a girlfriend. Yeah, that year. We're gonna go through the 2020 Jikook sass loud questionable moments, see what they were up to while Jimmy's girlfriend was nowhere to be seen. So come take a trip with me down memory lane. To begin with, we're gonna talk about the moments that established that Jikook were living together in the year 2020. I mean, they live together. They've always lived together. They live together now, but this is about the year 2020, and we're gonna start by the moments that make it very clear that they were living together. First of all, like how they were using the same car throughout 2020. They were living together and they were arriving together everywhere, all the time. For reference, I went and watched the Best of Jikook channel, all the moments from 2020. That's where you're gonna find every single time Jikook used the same car, which is a lot. And the moments are even more. This video is over an hour long because there's so many moments from 2020 because Jikook were like this very, very close in 2020. I do not know when Jimin had room or time for a girlfriend, but you and we're gonna try and see when this might have happened. Anyway, I recommend you go watch this video so you can see all the moments for yourself, because the moment I selected are just the moments that stood out to me. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get it. Like I said, to start us off is we're gonna first establish that Jikook were living together in 2020. Here, JK and RM were having a conversation about a video JK watched, and the part to note was JK said that I was at home with him. Him in this case being Jimin. It's funny how he just says I was at home with him. Like, I think that's pretty straightforward. Next moment is when the members were discussing during the production of the album B, where Jimin was the production manager. Here the members were saying that they were going to do their stuff and then they were going to forward it all to Jimin. Here is RM saying, when everybody's done, please send your stuff to Jimin the day after tomorrow. Let Jimmy know. So JK then turns and taps Jimin's name and he's like, I can just tell them to you, right? So basically, other members are going to send their work to Jimin, but JK can just tell Jimin, can just talk to him verbally. He doesn't need to send it to Jimin. Why? Because why would you send it to someone you live with? Other members, live in their own homes, so they're going to need to send their work to Jimin. But JK lives with Jimin, so he's just going to, show him his work, tell him his work. Doesn't need to send it. Then we have here behind the scenes again, Jimin was like, I'm so tired. And JK said, we will go home and I will let you rest. Another moment where JK is like, don't worry, Jimin, when you get home, I'll let you rest. I mean, there's nothing to elaborate here. Next, we have to talk about Life Goes On and how JK was the director. And in this instance, JK made it so that him and Jimin were sharing a room, which is funny because we all know that when members were living in the dorms, J-Hope and Jimin were the roommates, not JK. But as we know through the years, JK was always coming into J-Hope's room all the time until he was considered an honorary third member. But when JK directed Life Goes On, he took J-Hope out of the picture altogether and made it so that that room was just him and Jimin's. So basically, JK, the director, wanted things to be authentic, to be realistic. And the reality was that him and Jimin were sharing a room. And also, as this person points out, it's the couple pajamas for me. Next is one of my favorite Jikook underrated moments, where basically Jimin told us that him and JK normally sleep together.
요즘 가장 즐거운 일 있으십니까? 요즘 가장 즐거운 일은 일어나서 정국이 보는 거. 장기적이라고. 별꼴이야. 아, 괜찮아요.
Jimin's favorite thing is waking up to JK. You can't make this up. Then we have this Ran BTS moment, another moment where they talk about home. They just discuss home like it's, no big deal.
나는 이거 끝나면 피자 만들어 갖고 올까요? 좋아할 거 같지 않아요? 아니 여기서 오븐 있잖아.
I mean, Jimin thought JK was talking about their home, but no, he meant there at the company. But there you go. There's a video I have in the works about how Jikook have always slept together since the beginning. And one of those proofs for me is how Jimin has perfected the art of JK's snoring and how he couldn't shut up about it. So for me, this is another proof that they live together. When BTS took that short break in the Soop season 1, they came and then left for a while, then came back. Immediately, Jimin was like, I'm going with Jungkook. And nobody argued. It was just like, it was expected that they were going to live together. And once in the Soop was over, once again, Cook were in the same car with Jimin being the driver. But as you can see here, Jimin was saying, Jungkook, let's go home. And there is JK echoing, let's go home. It's funny how Suga is in the same car, but Jimin is only telling JK, let's go home. I said that I wouldn't talk about all the moments they came and left together because there are too many to talk about. But this one has to be talked about because it's one of the one that was like, wow, really? Because as we know, this episode, JK was came in second, and he stayed there and waited and waited and waited just because Jimin told him to. Just so because they were living together. Like literally, JK couldn't leave because Jimin hadn't left yet. Why? Because they lived together and were going to the same place.
하는데 양치를 씻다가 중간에 해버리면은 또 얼굴에 거품이 그렇죠. 맵고 맞습니다. 네. 난리 납니다. 누가 그렇게 더럽게 몸으로 뱉나요? 그래요. 솔직히 당신이 그러나 봐요. 당신이 그러나 봐요. 그렇습니다. 제가 그럽니다. 살살 양치다.
Another criminally underrated Jikook moment. Like, Jimin's talking about how he showers, and then JK interrupts to say, you spit soap down your body when you shower. When you're brushing your teeth, you spit the toothpaste down your body, right? And Jimin's like, yes, I do. How would JK know that? How would JK know that Jimin A brushes his teeth in the shower, and while he's doing it, he spits it down his body? Bro, why do we just ignore this? Anyway, yes, living together. Thank you. We don't talk about this moment enough, guys. We do not talk about this moment enough. It's way too loud to be ignored. Okay, fellow jokers, we have established that Jikook were living together in the year 2020. So my question is, why wasn't Jimin living with his girlfriend? Why was he living with his bandmate? If you're in a couple with somebody else, why would you live with your bandmate instead of with your girlfriend? Make it make sense. For me, this is enough proof that Jimin wasn't dating nobody else other than JK in 2020 because they were living together. But let's look at more evidence, all right? Because we got time. So remember when Dynamite hit #1 on Billboard and Jikook were the only ones who were together when it happened at 4 a.m. during JK's birthday? It was 4 a.m. when he got the news, and he was with JK at 4 a.m. in the morning. And once again, let's not forget, this was JK's birthday too. Jikook are always together during their birthdays. Specifically JK's birthdays, they're always together, and 2020 was no exception. This does go hand in hand with proof that they were living together, but I don't know what Jimin was doing at 4 a.m. with JK when he could have been at his girlfriend's place. I'm just saying. Chuseok, the same year, Jimin was with JK instead of his girlfriend on this big Korean holiday? Explain that to me.
정국이를 데리고 가는 게 마음이 편할 것 같습니다.
中国産です。
確かにね、うまく生き残せていけそうですからね。ちなみに RM さんは
Question: Who would you rather take to a deserted island? Jimin says JK with a very defiant face. He's like, yes, I said what I motherfucking said. Yeah? Again, question: when do you feel the most comfortable? JK intercepts and answers for Jimin that I am the happiest when I'm with Jungkook. Guys, I ask, why wouldn't Jimin pick his girlfriend to go on a deserted island with? Why would he pick JK? Not another member, mind you, JK. The same one who is always saying, work hard so you can protect me. So desert island, he's going with JK, not his girlfriend. And he's most comfortable when he's with JK, not his girlfriend. A few things about this mosquito net incident. Like, why was there a cut between Jimin falling on top of the bed and then the next thing we know, they're coming out of the room again? Why was there a cut? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they did the dirty, but if there was nothing to see, if there was nothing suspicious, why was there a cut? What happened when Jimin fell and broke the net? Like, if there's nothing to hide, show us. If they're so innocent, if they're just brothers, then show us. So yeah, Jimin broke JK's mosquito net. Look at that face and how proud he is for breaking JK's net. Like, he's so happy about what happened. Then he said that was the most crucial time for him. Like, out of all the entire in the soup, like, that was the moment that was most crucial for him. It was the highlight, my guy. It was the highlight. I'm sure you're not surprised, like I'm not surprised, that Jimin's highlight from In the Soup 1 involved JK. Look at Jimin, eh? That's someone's boyfriend, eh? What's he doing? Does he remember that he's someone's boyfriend? Can someone remind him he has a girlfriend, eh? Once again, Mans needs reminding that he's got a girlfriend at home, my guy. Ladies and gentlemen, a man with a girlfriend at home, what's he doing? That's Jungkook, not his girlfriend. But here we are. Did you catch that, guys? That's Jimin, someone's boyfriend, pretending he's not looking at the junk titties. He's trying to subtly look at the junk titties. Eh? Do you see him? Did you not notice? Let's see a zoomed in version. This man with a girlfriend at home is standing over here pretending that he's not busy. He's not busy watching JK's chest. Huh? Look at this guy. Look at this man who supposedly has a girlfriend at home. What are we doing, you guys? Huh? What are we doing? This is why Jikookers should be the last people to be bothered by nonsense. Because there's no man in his right mind, well, a good man, and Jimin is a good man. There is no way that he would be doing this if he has a girlfriend at home. He's loyal, he is faithful, he's monogamous, he's proven that. So there ain't no way he's doing this with JK while he has the girlfriend waiting at home, my guy. Ain't no way. Woo! So that happened in 2020. Jimin doing what? Jimin with a girlfriend doing what? Look at JK's face. That man is gone. Look at him. Look at that guy. Huh? What are they both doing? Because let me tell you something. If members are dating, they all know. All of them know who has a girlfriend, who has a boyfriend, who has what. So JK should be able to know that Jimin has a girlfriend. So what is what's going on? Explain yourselves. Explain yourselves, my guy. This moment from the Grammys, another moment that JK needs to explain himself. Oh my goodness. Why? Why is he looking at him like that? Like, oh my God. Ho, 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 ho. This moment is actually crazy, you guys. When you actually think about it, just stop and pause and think about the fact that JK is looking at Jimin like this. This moment. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So many fans, but you also have people who come at you.
Like, I get it. Grammys 2020, Jimin looked like a freaking snack. I get it. But JK looking at him like that is no freaking excuse. Like, that there is proof that they've seen each other naked, that they do the dirty. Like, that is sexual tension in a bottle. I am telling you that right now for free. Jungkook, that man has a girlfriend. Stop it. Stop it. I tell you right now, stop it. Oh my goodness. Woohoo. I can't. What is that look? What was that? That moment just, it gets me every single time. Like, why the fuck would you look at him like that? Like, that's insane. That, platonic, my foot. Platonic, my foot.
Like, and we saw her rehearsals too, and so we know what we're doing tonight, what she's doing tonight, and it was like
JK just could not get enough of Grammy 2020 Jimin. He couldn't, even though Jimin had a girlfriend, apparently.
오케이, 받았다. 야, 스포츠.
아니 왜 두 번 횟수가 끝난 거지?
야, 다음 세트 생긴 냉정해. 야, 다음 세트.
자 나가세요.
오케이, 이제.
Jungkook, bro, calm down. That's not your boyfriend. It's not your boyfriend, my guy. He's no. He has a girlfriend. Stop it. Calm down. Ready to throw hands over somebody else's boyfriend. Okay. Once again, JK, your dick is a little bit too close to the Djibouti. That ass belongs to somebody else. So give it some room. Okay, JK? Give it some room. You're too close, my guy. Too close. The man is apparently not single. So maybe some room.
할 수 있잖아.
First of all, JK blushing for Jimin is so underrated. It's just not fair. Second of all, again, JK, stop blushing over a taken man. Like, he's taken. Stop it. Stop it. So this here is one of my favorite JK jealous moments, where Jimin was leaning on J-Hope and then JK nudged Jimin and then Jimin immediately whoop. He left J-Hope's side and went to lean on JK instead. Like, whoo. I don't understand how, if Jimin is supposed to be in a couple with somebody else, that JK is able to, like, essentially, like, control him and be like, no, stop doing that, I don't like it, and Jimin just stops. Like, who is JK in this instant? Why does he have the power to do something like this? Why would Jimin obey him just like that? So who's, like, you know? It's confusing. It's confusing. If Jimin has a girlfriend, why is he listening to JK? Why is he not allowed to lay on J-Hope just because JK said so? It's like, I don't get it. Also for me is the fact that J-Hope notices what just happened. That makes me laugh so hard. Like, Jimin leaves immediately and look at J-Hope's face. He's like, I saw that. It's so funny to me. That's hilarious. Oh, I love a territorial JK, to be honest. It's hilarious. Oh, so funny. I love this moment. Now, let's talk about why JK would be sleeping with Jimin's shirt. I mean, Jimin has a girlfriend, like, so what are we doing here exactly? What are we talking about here? And the fact that Jimin does it too, and it's the same year, guys. We are still in 2020. We are still in 2020. All right. So first, JK in the Soop sleeps with Jimin shirts, and then Jimin in winter package sleeps in sweater JK wore the entire day. This is one of the loudest boyfriend's behaviors you will ever see, wearing your partner's clothing. Like, so who's Jimin's partner here? Because this looking at me like JK is Jimin's partner. JK is Jimin's boyfriend. It's not Don or whoever the fuck. It's just, I mean, 1 + 1 = 2. Simple math here, guys. It's simple math. Jimin, why are you doing this when you have a girlfriend? This is just great. Why would you do something like this? And your girlfriend is just there at home, okay with all this?
뭐가 어색한데요? 예, 저렇게. 어? 저기. 저기. 빨리 와주세요. 언제까지 할 건데? 저요? 저는 밤샐 계획이요? 아니에요. 부모님도 뵈야 돼서 여기 있다가 이제 좀 이따 가야죠. 지금 운동 지금 하고 있는 중인데? 이제 그거 다 끝났을 텐데. 아직 안 끝났는데? 나 이제 너무 무리하면 안 좋다고 생각이 드는데. 아니야, 몸 다 없어졌어. 다시 운동해야 돼. 아야. 지금 잠깐 가죠? 오세요. 빨리 오세요. 오케이, 알겠습니다. 네. 네. 동생, 여러분들이 너무 아끼고 귀여워하는 막내 정국이가 여기 와주신다고 합니다. 저의 생일을 축하하고 여러분들을 보기 위해 JK 와준다고 합니다. 기대해 주세요.
Of course, like OP is talking about, like the soft tone where Jikook has said was super, super, super boyfriend, extremely boyfriend. They were going crazy over the tone that both Jimin and JK were using on the phone call. For me, it's the blushing. The blushing is crazy. You do not blush like that for someone you have zero interest in. You do not blush like that for somebody who you're not, you don't have feelings for, or you don't feel some type of way about. Boyfriend call, boyfriend behavior, boyfriend behavior.
주려고 왔어. 근데 왜 이 작업실에서 하는 거야? 응? 뭐야? 여기 뭐 공룡이잖아. 공룡이잖아. 공룡이지.
Honestly, J-Hope asking why Jimin was doing his live in JK studio would have meant nothing to me, but Jimin's reaction was the reason why we have to concentrate on that moment, right? Like, why did he react like that? Like, he's like, J-Hope, why are you telling them? Like, they're not supposed to know that. Like, what's the big deal? Why react like that to Jimin using JK studio? Like, we know not all the members had studios, only RM, the rappers, and JK. So, like, what's the big deal here? What am I missing? So, yeah, and let's not forget the cake that said, "You are my pack filter," and it was JK's idea. He was the one who had it written that way. So, you are my pack filter? Jimin is his pack filter? Like, bro. So yeah, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out where exactly the girlfriend comes in. Like, where's she at? Where is this woman? Where's she at? Where does she fit in? I don't think anybody's thinking about her. Do you? So two things. First, we have JK blowing Jimin's secret kisses, and that's why this moment matters. Because if JK had just openly done, like, we wouldn't have bothered or cared, you know. But the fact that he's trying to hide behind the door while he's doing this, suspicious. Then we have Jin finishing, "You are my euphoria," and then Jimin goes out and points at JK, like, you know, JK is his euphoria, not his girlfriend. No, 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 no. JK. JK is Jimin's euphoria, not a girlfriend that supposedly exists.
솔직히 적은 거 없고요. 이제 멤버들
공책은 거들 뿐. 너무 솔직하신데. 지금 공책은 거들 뿐이에요 지금.
Why is Jimin looking at JK like that, bro? Like he's in love with him. Like that's the fondest look I've ever seen, my guy. Jimin, fix your face. You got a girlfriend at home. I mean, like, oh my god. It's like JK hangs the moon and the stars and everything up above. Oh my god. Another moment where Jimin needs to fix his face because he is checking out JK when he's supposed to be having a girlfriend at home. So then there was this thing here that they did in 2020. Like, what exactly are they doing? It looks so bad when you tilt the photo too. There is nothing innocent about what they were doing. Oh my god. Jimin was not thinking about his girlfriend here. Can we talk about Jimin wishing JK a happy birthday? Like, this is what they uploaded. Like, oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, Jikook in 2020, they were fine. They were doing just absolutely fine. I don't know where Jikookers are coming out saying that they could have broken up this year and that's when Jimin dated this girl. Like, how? Where? And how? If he did, Jikook would not be behaving like this. They would not be behaving. Like, look at all the moments we've talked about. There is no, like, what are you people? Oh my, you're driving me nuts. You're driving me nuts because you're not using your umblangala. You're not using your brain because it does not fit. The math does not math. There is no way. There was no room for anybody else. No room. So, Festa from this year. Who do you think makes the best ending fairy? Jimin replied, JK. He was asked, what is your specialty? He said, being piggybacked by Jungkook. He was asked, what's your hobby? He said, getting scolded by Jungkook. And his girlfriend is just at home reading this and she's like, yeah, bro behavior. I don't mind. It's fine. Maybe a girl with really so low self-esteem and doesn't give a shit about how she's treated. Jimin, the members are... He replied, Jungkook is my chef. And that is something Jin has also confirmed, that Jungkook is Jimin's chef. If I was his girlfriend, I would be quite uncomfortable with this. And I would go to cooking classes just so nobody else is my man's chef. Okay? Nah. Jungkook was asked, what are the members to Jungkook? Jungkook replies, Jimin is my you are me, I am you. First of all, the question was, the members, who are they to you? All the members, all 6 members, who are they to you? But JK selected just the one, Jimin, who is my you are me, I am you. No. Which is, by the way, that has never seemed like a friendship thing to me, if you ask me. And I'm not just saying this because I am a Jikook supporter, but that is also like lover behavior. You are me, I am you. Bro. So I want to go back to this episode again, where the whole game, the whole debate thing, whoever won was gonna get a voucher for the presidential suite at this current hotel where they were playing in. Now the rules were all members had to write run BTS, and by the end of the game, if both words were still on your hands, then you had won. So at the end, it was Yunmin who both still had the words in both their hands. So it was a tie. So I don't know if if JK hadn't intervened, maybe that meant Yunmin would have spent the night at the hotel together. Who knows? But I guess we will never find out, because JK said over my dead body. And so he went and he rubbed one hand or one word of Sugar's hand. So Sugar was left with just run and no BTS. And so Jimin won the presidential suit. So it makes you wonder, what was JK's business? Why did he rub? Why did he cheat? So for Jimin to win, what was he getting out of it? I mean, Jimin was gonna get to go sleep in the, 5-star room. What was JK gonna get out of it? I mean, Sugar was not gonna go with Jimin, so who was gonna go with Jimin? I wonder, was Jimin gonna spend that night in the hotel by himself? I mean, we've established he wasn't gonna do it with his girlfriend, because he doesn't think about his girlfriend ever. But he does seem to think about JK a lot, look at JK a lot, be with JK a lot. So who do you think he spent the night with in that hotel that he won thanks to JK cheating and making Jimin win? Feels good to be a Jikook. Feels good to be a joker. We don't gotta make anything up. Jikook by themselves. Let us not forget that this is the same year that this happened. Between JK looking at the Djibouti, then looking at Jimin's lips, he's being very disrespectful considering the fact that Jimin has a girlfriend. Then again, there's a lot of encouragement coming from Jimin, considering the fact that on this clip right here, on this screenshot, Jimin whispered, "I love you" to JK, which is why JK is smiling like this. So it seems to me like maybe a girlfriend does not exist, because Jimin wouldn't do something like that if he had one. Because whispering so that we can't hear, because we had to analyze and know that Jimin said "I love you." Why are you hiding it, my guy? Just like on this Dynamite Bactan Bob, like they were holding hands secretly behind Sugar. Why hide it if it means nothing? Why are you hiding it? Why are you hiding it, my guy? Same as the analysis I did of how Jikook shared the room in the Soop season 1. And again, why hide it if it's no big deal? Why hide it? And Jimin is a good guy, so he's not going around cheating on nobody. So that tells me that it's only JK in his life. There is no other girlfriend, there is no other boyfriend or whatever. It's just Jikook. It's just them two. Ain't nobody else. There's no time for nobody else. There's no, like, they're not even thinking about anybody else while doing all these things. Again, this happened this year, and we know Jimin has been pretending to kiss JK since 2014. Why would he do that when he knows he has a lover at home who's gonna see this happening? Nobody who has self-respect is gonna keep being with somebody who is clearly attracted to somebody else, who is clearly in love with somebody else. Never there for your birthday, never there with you for his birthday. He spends all his birthdays with JK, and you're just there, okay with that? Like, he's always there for JK's birthday, never misses. Like, you as your girlfriend, you're not gonna be like, what's going on, babe? And let's not forget, when Jikook were telling us about the rainy day story, Sugar was like, that's exactly something like a couple would do. Like, Sugar said that. Nobody else, like, we're not making that up. He said that. He called what happened in the rainy day couple behavior. And the older members, specifically Namjoon, they started singing a lover's song from like a K-drama, because they said the rainy day fight was like a K-drama. They started singing like Jikook were lovers in a movie or something. We are not making this up. Like, hello? So Jimin's girlfriend is just at home watching members react to Jikook like they're a couple, and then she's just like, okay, whatever, please.
그날 볼 생각은 없었고 그냥 좀.
Look at how intimate that is. Like, what? Like, just casually caressing JK's foot like it's muscle memory. And you know he's done this before. I do not care what anybody tries to say. This is boyfriend behavior right there. Just caressing him casually, just like...
여기서 누가 한 명이 지더라도 되게 젖잘싸예요.
Whether it's to give Jakin comfort or to give himself comfort, either way, this is very, very boyfriend behavior and fucking off. Jimin is not doing this while there is a girlfriend at home. Sorry. Now, guys, pay close attention. I want you to see exactly what happened when Jimin touched JK. Watch Jungkook's reaction just from Jimin's touch.
괜찮습니다. 이거 중요한 문제가 아닌 것 같아요. 자, 잠시만.
빵도 안 먹으면 안 썰을 거지? 뭐라고?
괜찮습니다. 이거 중요한 문제가 아닌 것 같아요. 자, 잠시.
That touch did something to JK. It did something. He pushed his legs together, stood up a bit, like just from Jimin's touch. He reacted like that. He reacted so strongly. Like that physical reaction is crazy.
괜찮습니다. 이거 중요한 문제가 아닌 것 같아요. 자, 잠시만.
빵도 안 먹으면 안 썰을 거지? 뭐라고?
괜찮습니다. 이거 중요한 문제가 아닌 것 같아요. 자, 잠시.
First of all, those are two people who definitely have sex. For JK to be affected like that just because Jimin touched him. I have another video in the works. I'm gonna debunk this thing you guys say that, you know, Jimin fell hard but Jungkook fell harder. Noise. I'm gonna prove that JK has been doing this for like since long ago. This is not new. Jimin affecting JK like that. Okay? Again, this will not be happening if there was anybody else, literally anybody else in the picture. Damn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to the moment, the motherlode, the holy grail of 2020, the moment that turned people into Jikookers, the moment that we could not believe transpired right in front of our eyes, the moment, the motherlode of all the moments in 2020, guys. We are talking about Hickey Gate. Yes, Hickey Gate. Hickey freaking Gate. Yes, this moment would not have happened if there was a girlfriend. Would not have happened if JK or Jimin were dating anybody else except each other. Hickey Gate. The Hickey Gate.
아니 얘가 저를 들고 계속 보는 거예요. 저기 지금 초록색 의자는 원래 이제 관객이 그런 건 앉을 수 있는 자리였고.
In the year 2020, Jimin and Jungkook were drinking by themselves alone in the night. And as they were drinking, Jungkook decided to carry Jimin and start rotating and turning him around. Jimin got dizzy. And so what did he do? He decided to bite Jungkook's dick. That sounded like dick. He did not bite Jungkook's dick. He decided to bite Jungkook's neck. But was it a bite? Was it really a bite? Because this, ladies and gentlemen, that's not a bite mark. That is what you get when someone latches on your neck and sucks on it. And that's how you leave a hickey, that's how you leave a mark. And that's what Jimin did. So between you and me, they were making out. Or, they're not lying. So I'm sure JK picked Jimin up, protected him. Jimin was like, put me down, and then he did, and then they started making out, and then Jimin latched onto JK and left a hickey right next to the mall, as we can see that clearly. Jimin left JK's mall. But my thing is, how could this possibly have happened with a girlfriend at home? Ain't nobody in this world who is letting somebody else mark their man. You sit there right now and tell me that you would allow your husband, your boyfriend, your lover, your girlfriend, your wife to come home with a mark on his neck, and you're just like, what is that? Oh, your bandmate beat you where you were playing. Okay, that's completely normal and not gay at all. No, unacceptable. We are not going to accept that excuse that this moment was normal and hetero and no homo. No. Hickygate is called Hickygate for a reason. Because Jikook is real. Jikook are boyfriends and Jikook are lovers. No, Jimin did not have a girlfriend while he was busy giving JK a hickey. Are you kidding me? What kind of girlfriend is that? There's no girlfriend who would accept such behavior. Nobody in this world would be okay with this. And that's how you know that Jimin and JK is just them. Nobody else. It's just them. All right? So stop it with this noise. Stop it. So we have this happening in 2020, a girlfriend just sitting home watching this amazing, incredible chemistry take place, and they're just like, oh, those two look so good together. But you know what? It's okay. They're just friends and brothers, and they're just, it is what it is. They matter that their chemistry. So, you know what? It's fine. It don't matter. So here we are. This is happening in 2020. And the lover is just seated there like, oh, look at those two best friends. Oh, I'm so happy my boyfriend has such a nice best friend who he can do these things with. We will not stand here and lie to each other and say that Jikook behave like brothers, because they do not. This was completely unnecessary. They did not have to do this. No, they did not. Other members are not doing this. Why are they doing it? Hickygate exists, and we are not going to act like it doesn't. So no, we have gone through the year 2020, and this is not even all the moments. These are just the moments I wanted to talk about because they were suspicious. They made me go, what? What are you talking about? You know? So Jimmy did not have a girlfriend. And if he had a girlfriend, he was cheating on the girlfriend with JK, period. And Jimin is not a cheater. He would never do somebody like that. So in conclusion, Jimin did not date nobody else in 2020 apart from JK. Not when he was living with JK in the same house. Not when he was giving JK marks on his neck. Not when he was trying to kiss JK. No. There was no room for a girlfriend. There was no room for anybody else. No room for anybody else. So were you as a Jikooka, if you sit there and you actually entertain the idea that in 2020 Jimin dated this woman, what are you talking about? Come down to the comment section and tell me where, at what point would Jimin possibly have had a girlfriend? Where? From all these moments we've looked at and that you are aware of, when did Jimin date somebody else? When did Jimin break up with JK and date somebody else? And then him and JK continued to flirt and play around and like no biggie? You must not believe in Jikook, my guy. You must not believe in Jikook. If you think that Jimin dated somebody else in 2020, then you don't believe Jikook is real. Because they never would have done what they did in 2020 if there was somebody else in the freaking picture. They would not have. So I am done talking about this lady with Jimin because it doesn't make sense. I do not care what else comes. Unless, like I said before in my other video, unless a statement comes from Big Hit directly or unless it comes from a member. I say a member because Jimin is not going to talk about it. He will never talk about it. JK would also not talk about it, but he would do something to debunk it, and any other member could talk about it. Anybody else will talk about it before Jimin does. That's why I say I need to hear from Big Hit or a member. Other than that, I am not talking about this topic ever again, because it's nonsense and it makes no sense. And the only reason we are giving it any thought is because so many people are talking about it. But a true Jikooker, you're gonna ignore it and let's move on like it's every other Tuesday. Okay? So thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please please remember to subscribe. Let us keep growing and keep having fun and talking and discussing about Jikook. Please comment. I try to like every comment and reply to those that I feel called to me. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta say, you know, like I reply to as many as I can. And I like all the comments, except the ones I don't like, because I don't like them. So thank you so much for stopping by. These are the moments in 2020 that prove it was impossible for Jimmy to have had a girlfriend. I am glad you came on this journey with me. Till next video, Shazzy out.